Esoteric Meme Breakdown Episode 43, Dream Rotation. Emil Bessels, Alexander Supertramp, Dog of Shirase Nobu, Henry Worsley, Cast of Glee. Emil Bessels was a naturalist and physician and probably the person who killed Charles Francis Hall while on an expedition to be the first group to reach the North Pole. While the expedition was off to a terrible start for numerous reasons, it is thought that Hall's murder via slow arsenic poisoning in his coffee over a long period of time was less motivated by the harsh conditions and more motivated by Bessels and Hall having the same love interest, Vinnie Ream. Both sent letters to Ream during the expedition. Ream was the first woman sculptor to be commissioned by the federal government and created multiple iconic statues. She instead later married Richard Hoxie, who told her to stop working because it was improper for Victorian women to do so, and she followed his wish. She was also friends with Albert Pike, a high-ranking Freemason and Confederate Army general. There were also rumors that Emil Bessels murdered his fiancée, opera singer Bertha Ravine. Bessels died of a stroke at age 40. Alexander Supertramp is an iconic figure who has had a successful book and movie about his short life. However, his attempt to live off the land in the Alaskan bush was less successful, and he died of starvation inside an abandoned school bus at age 24. The circumstances of his death have been cause of much debate and have already been extensively covered. Nobu Shirase's dog was a Sakhalin Husky probably not owned by Shirase, but by Yasunosuke Yamanobe, or Shinkichi Hanamori, two Ainu men who accompanied Shirase on his Antarctic voyage from 1910 to 1912. They may also have convinced Shirase to use dogs instead of Amoriski ponies for the voyage. I couldn't find a way to date this image to see if it was part of Shirase's prior voyage or the more successful 1910 voyage, but either way, many of the dogs died during both voyages, with only a few surviving from each journey. There's anecdotal evidence suggesting that multiple dogs were released back onto the island of Sakhalin upon their return. Regardless, it was probably a very good dog. Shirase lived to age 85 and was crippled with debt until age 74. He died of intestinal disruption. His death poem reads, "Even though I am not there, I will search for the treasure buried beneath the Antarctic soil until it is brought to this world." Henry Worsley was an explorer who died at age 55 trying to cross the Antarctic by himself in 2016. There is a so-called Glee curse where cast members end up being unlucky. Evidence of this includes 3 of the cast members dying at ages 31, 33, and 35. There were reports of bad to horrible behavior on set as well. An unfortunate and tragic story. So, this meme is about hanging out with ill-fated people. I think it'd be quite an interesting chill sesh. I'd also love to see the rest of the slides to this PowerPoint presentation. Keep an open mind, indulge your curiosity, and let me know what meme you'd like me to cover next.